Well, we have a variety of consulting options, and our sort of main consultation offer that we have is called a comprehensive assessment. And really, although what is comprehensive in a couple of hours spent on the land, it's certainly not comprehensive in every which way. But our idea is to walk people through a process that begins with an interview on the phone, a small interview on the phone, and then an interview that is basically conducted online by the client on themselves through a series of questions and their own answers and their own internal process that yields a variety of new questions and hopefully causes some strong self-reflection and inquiry to their motivation, as I've already mentioned. And then once we have those bits of information in place and I've reviewed that, we would have a site visit. Typically, some of them can be remote, but this main feature that we have would then result in an on-site visit of a couple of hours generally, and we would assess what's going on. Sometimes that starts with an assessment of relationship that I've hopefully have more of a sense of from the inquiry interview process, a sense of what the relationships are between the people that are on the land and other animals and the wild and plants and trees and all that kind of stuff, and trying to extract a little bit more from what people are wanting out of that. And then a walk around the land, investigating the particulars that it seems that the client is interested in, identifying particular species, considering different systems for access or water collection or fencing systems, as I mentioned before, growing systems, passive solar connection, collection for various purposes inside the house or in a garden setting, paying attention to some of those systems of air flows and water flows, asking more questions about what's desired to be the end result, and then so we've gone through that, let them ask their questions as best as possible in that few hours plus period, and then we usually wrap up with a summary of what we talked about, and then we offer feedback, again, depending on the type of consultation, in the form of a summary report that could be written. Sometimes that's just verbal, and we ask the client to do their own recording of that summary. They usually end up with an MP3 recording of the experience that we have together, which oftentimes helps people to jar their memories even without a written report. And then some follow-up in the form of a phone call or some emails, just checking in on people.